is the time going to these episodes? I mean, I felt like I just sat down, started watching this episode of Yowamushi Pedal, and then literally it felt like 20 minutes was only 4 minutes. You know, when an anime can do something like that where I feel like it's only like a 4-minute long watch and it really is just a 20-minute long watch, they're doing a good job with their freaking series. Because I get that sucked into the series to where I just lose a lot of freaking time. And there's only a certain few amount of anime that actually managed to make me be able to do something like this. And I will say, this is a great series and unique in that, I mean, as you all know, I love the way the style of it is. I'm not a big fan of sport anime, especially bicycle type anime. But this, man, I cannot believe a series is managing to drag me in like it is doing. And this episode was mainly just a build-up episode. And it mainly focused on just building up our main 3 male characters, Naruko, Imaizumi, and Sakamichi. Now, Sakamichi, you gotta love the way he acted. He didn't even realize what the hell was going on literally almost the entire episode until you had it basically told to him, saying that his entire gears were, like, messed up and changed around, so he has to use his, like, gears now since his tires were changed. They're heavier now. I really like that, how all the characters are trying to get stronger and be better. It kind of felt like they're trying to get a power-up, like a Shonen Jump type power-up that we see in a Shonen anime. And that's really cool, actually. But, I mean, the way they play it off, the way they're trying to build up their power, it feels believable. And that is what I like about the series. The actual action, the intensity of the training, it feels like you're actually there and you're saying, man, this is crazy, because I could actually see something like this really happening. And when anime can actually make you think that this could really happen, they're doing also a good job. The animation of this episode was really good. They had some CGI moments that really fit in with the characters, the way they were going up hills and sprinting down. Each character had a little bit of a role. Each character had, like, I guess, some screen time. But the other characters, they really didn't matter. The only major characters that mattered this episode was Sakamichi, Imaizumi, and Naruko learning what they need to accomplish to be able to do over 1,000 kilometers of a race in 4 freaking days. That is insane. I mean, I really couldn't do something like that if I had to do that much bicycling in 4 freaking days. I mean, my legs would probably feel like they're burning off. I have no legs anymore if I was to do something like that. I mean, I can't believe Sakamichi's being able to do something like this. But, I mean, anyone whose cadence is that freaking crazy high and can do what they did a couple episodes ago with that uphill freaking mountain like this can definitely handle this. I'm curious how their characters are going to grow. The way I can see it going is that Naruko is trying to train to be a better sprinter and a better climber to where he can be versatile to be able to go up hills. And that's what they're trying to train him with when they removed his handlebars and adjusted it. Now, Imaizumi, I see what they're doing with him since they removed his gears where he can't, like, mess with his gears anymore to be able to go up, I guess, sprinting really well and climbing hills really well. They tried to change that out a little bit for he can actually learn to be better at sprinting and trying to go up hills altogether and not completely rely on his gears. So I like the way they're going with that and the way they're just trying to mess with all the major 3 characters to get them stronger. And that really adds a really interesting plot development into this series because you don't know who is going to be entering Enter High since all these 3 characters are having some great development. I wouldn't mind whoever gets in Enter High. I really like all 3 of the characters, and that means they're doing a good job with their character development if they can do something like that, because I love how each character has their own freaking spotlight. Now, there was a new character that was introduced last episode, literally right at the end of the episode. Manami, I think that's his name. Now, he had a little bit of, I guess, like, character development in this episode. We get to see him talk to our main character, Sakamichi, and talk to him about climbing, how much he loves to climb, and that he just seems to love bikes, and he seems to be like a genius biker. Now, I will say his character is very interesting at that. His voice actor is good, but I think there's going to be some major rivalry between him and Sakamichi since they're both climbers, basically. So, I'm curious exactly how that's going to go down in Enter High. Because I know for a fact those 2 are going to be rivals. I mean, they're way too much alike, and they seem to have just so much fun climbing hills, and that's what they both really enjoy. So, their rivalry, I can see, is going to be freaking like Naruko and Imaizumi's. All in all, I love this episode. Good episode. Cannot wait for next episode. It kind of is upsetting that this episode only felt like 4 minutes long because of how quick it passed by. But I'm excited, and since this series is going to be like 3 seasons long up to like summer 2014, hey, I can deal with it because it's like almost, I think, 37 episodes long. Well, everybody, this is going to be the end. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. If you enjoy my video content, please subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me. And tell me what you think about this episode of Yowamushi Pedal. Everybody, Chibi out.